We know that these have been and continue to be troubling times, and we can look for answers to these troubles in all kinds of different spaces. One of the things that I find is interesting as we look at the scriptures, when the people of God faced a troubled or troubling season, they would go to God and they would ask God to move and work within their situation. You see, as the people of God, we've always known that God is the one who's sufficient and more than sufficient to handle everything that we face. And so often the people of God would take a season of prayer and fasting. They would declare a particular amount of time and say, for this space, we want to go and seek God intentionally, to pursue Him, recognizing that we are desperate for Him to come and move, that nothing else can answer all the questions that we have, nothing else can handle the threats or the uncertainty or the struggles or the intensity of the season. Only the presence of God can handle these things. And so again, we're inviting us from February 6th to February 12th to take a season to just pray and to seek the presence of God, to spend these days just asking God to come and to move and work in whatever spaces we are feeling troubled or uncertain, or in the intensity in the life of our congregation or our world, to just ask God to come and meet us where we are. You can engage with this process in a number of ways. First of all, every morning we'll have a video that will come out on our YouTube and Facebook pages that just have information about what is the emphasis to pray for over the course of that particular day, and each day will be something different for us to engage with, to recognize the sufficiency of Jesus in these particular areas. We're also going to invite you just to ask God to meet you in the particular spaces where you yourself are feeling a sense of trouble or uncertainty or need, and to daily commit these things to God to continue to move forward. We're also going to have a service here on the Wednesday evening, a prayer service just for us to engage together to pray and to seek the face of God, to ask Him to move and work within our lives individually as a church and in the life of the community around us as well. And we're also asking you over the course of this season to see if there's something that God would call you to fast from. Again, maybe God would call you to fast from a particular meal, maybe breakfast over the course of the week, or to cut out certain food groups for part of the week, or maybe even food altogether for a certain aspect of the week. But maybe He'll invite you to fast from something like purchasing or social media or some other particular aspect, to carve out more time and space to seek the presence of God. And again, we fast for a number of reasons. We fast to express our desperation for God, our need for Him to come and to move and work. We fast so that we have more space. We empty ourselves of some things to fill ourselves with more of Jesus. And we fast so that we can stay more intentionally focused on the presence of God and what He's inviting us into. There's prayer guides and a fasting guide available from the church on our website and a number of other places. And if you have any other questions or concerns or thoughts about how this process could go for you, please feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to connect with you. What I'm asking you to do is, even now before the week begins, to spend a little bit of time praying and considering, asking God, what are the particular things that you should pray about, or the particular things that you should fast from in order to seek the face of God over the course of this week as we engage together. Again, this is a troubling space, but Jesus is so much more than sufficient for all that we need. We are safe and secure, strong and steadfast in His presence. So I'm calling us as a church to come together and to seek the face of Jesus, to recognize His sufficiency. And so will you join us for the week of prayer and fasting from February 6th to February 12th?